CBS Sports, your 2018 home of March Madness. The Masters, the PGA Championship, PGA Tour, SEC football, the NFL, and February 3rd, Super Bowl 53.
For an entire year, one play has permeated the landscape of college football.
2nd and 26.
2nd and 26. 2nd and 26.
It doesn't get much bigger than that.
Now Alabama looking uphill at 2nd and 26.
Here's Tua stepping back, loads up, looks long, throws, end zone. Touchdown! Alabama! Devontae Smith! Alabama is back!
Man, I just can't remember this kind of shock feeling.
As the champion of college football! How about that?
Today, the Tide and Dogs are back again in Atlanta. Their shared past makes the present much more than a game to decide the SEC title. For the victor and the vanquished. That 2nd and 26 is now a second chance to burnish a majestic legacy or rewrite a haunted history. Now, it's here, the long-awaited rematch. It's Alabama versus Georgia for the championship of the SEC.
You can feel it in the air of Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. It's the SEC Championship on CBS, presented by Dr. Pepper. Our matchup, the #1 team in the country, the Crimson Tide of Alabama, the 4th-ranked Bulldogs of Georgia, in front of 73,000 fans in Atlanta. And we welcome you, everybody. I'm Brad Nessler. It's not often you get a matchup like this. We've got the defending SEC champions and national runner-up, Georgia Bulldogs. And we've got the defending national champion, Crimson Tide of Alabama. And it is round 2, that famous play from 11 months ago. And it's a memory that the Georgia fans would love to forget. It's something the Alabama fans will never forget. And as I bring in my partner, Gary Danielson, partner, they say you don't get second chances in life that often. And ever since January 8th, that one play has been stuffed down the Georgia team and their fans' throats since that night. You think they're the kind of team that can make up for it?
I do. All year I've been saying there's only 3 or 4 teams in all of college football that can match up with Alabama, and I believe Georgia can, because Kirby Smart has built this Georgia team to be Alabama and beat Alabama. He has enough talent. He's going to have to play a great game to do it, though.
We've seen these guys 4 times for Georgia, 5 times for Alabama already this year. Now I'm just going to say Tua Tagovailoa became a household name in that game, in that play that we talked about. It's kind of a hard name for some people in some households. But if I just said to you, give me one word if I said Tua.
I think that's easy. Envious. I played the position. What he's doing, only a few people in the world can do the way he throws it. But there's another reason. The talent around him. I'm envious of that talent. They are loaded on offense.
Okay, if I said give me one word for Jake Fromm.
I think mislabeled.
How so?
He's been called a game manager. He's way more than that. He might have been that a year ago, but now he's a weapon for this team on Georgia, and he will have to be here today.
We'd be hard-pressed to find 2 better sophomore quarterbacks on the same field than these 2 dudes.
They're both playing the same, and Ness, I really believe that neither team would trade their guy for the other guy. Both fit. Fromm runs that offense, the running game and the passing game, and Tua will throw that ball anywhere on the field with all the talent. A perfect fit for both quarterbacks.
Two great offenses, but you don't get to 12-0 and 11-1 without playing defense, and we got some pretty good defenders in this one.
We do. The great defense of the SEC is represented tonight, and these two guys all year, when you turn on the tape, this Alabama defense is led by Quinnen. If you don't stop him, you do not have an offense all night. And last year in the national championship, nobody played better than DeAndre Baker. He is a star, maybe the best corner in all of college football. He has to shut down one side of the field for Georgia in this football game. A lot of weapons, but he has to take care of his guy.
Back at the SEC meetings in the middle of July, you and I looked at each other and said, Alabama, Georgia would be a pretty good game in this one. We got them.
And they are. You got it.
Nick Saban aiming for another national championship, but right now thinking about an SEC title. And in rolls the #1 Tide.
Brad stays on hand, Mike.
Down to Jamie Erdahl with Coach Saban.
Coach, you know your team better than anyone else. What is in the DNA of this group that tells you that you're ready for this stage in this game?
Well, you know, you can do extraordinary things when everybody's committed to the same thing. Got the toughness, discipline, play physical for 60 minutes in the game. So, you know, it's all about when to be denied what you came here to get. They've earned the opportunity, and we're thankful for that, but we got to try to finish tonight.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
Embark the Bulldogs. And across the field, back down to Jamie.
Coach, 11 months ago, you were standing on this sideline. What emotions are surging through you and your team right now?
Well, I'm not thinking about 11 months ago. I'm thinking about this team, what these seniors have meant for this program, and want them to play their best game.
You only had one half to defend Tua Tagovailoa in January. What have you prepared for after seeing him for an entire season?
Well, he's really talented. They've got a lot of weapons for him. We got to play a good game defensively. We got to change things up.
Coach, thank you.
Thank you.
The coin toss down to an SEC legend who was honored with the Mike Slav Award last night, Archie Manning. They'll toss it. We'll kick it when we come back.
The SEC Championship on CBS, presented by Dr. Pepper, is sponsored by Chick-fil-A, Verizon, State Farm, and by Dr. Pepper.